This is the strangest thing to read in a scooter press release, but the Access has high lift cams.
Oh, you from the family of the Hayabusa.
Yeah, so what they've done is they've done head work. So there's high lift cams. The exhaust cam has been retuned so that the overlap is. And it's a lot of arcane detail, but the fundamental point is, horsepower is the same, but 500 RPM earlier. The CVT has been retuned a little.
Okay.
And they worked on keeping the performance where it was or increasing it, keeping the economy where it was, but improving the rideability of the scooter as a whole, improving the refinement as a whole. And as far as I can tell, they have absolutely nailed it. Okay, I have ridden this scooter for roughly 105 kilometers as we record this, mostly urban, a little bit of highway. And it is so smooth and so quiet now that at 30 kmph, you can barely tell that the motor is on. So, you know how electrics go silent? I was joking to somebody today in the office. I said, if I were to take an Ather 450X and ride it at, say, 40 kmph, the Access is quieter. Like the TVS iQube will be quieter, right? It has a hub motor. It doesn't make any real sound at all. The Access is above that. But these scooters that make the motor whine sound, they're all louder than the Access at, say, 40 kmph because the Access is just like no sound. There's barely any vibration, just enough to let you know the engine's on is the level of vibration. And what I really like about the scooter is when you get to 70 kmph, it still feels roughly that silent and exactly that smooth.
Unstressed.
Unstressed, calm, creamy smooth. It's just wonderful. And then I went to 95 kilometers an hour. Okay, now you can hear the scooter's motor running, right? No sense of strain, no sense of vibration. You know how CVTs get wound up by that point of time and there's like an intermittent vibration? Nothing. Then I said, okay, how far can I keep this? 105. Still the same.
Indicated 105.
Indicator 105. Top speed is, I think, 90, now 95 or something like this on this scooter. I was so amused with this scooter because it is silent, it is smooth. It used to give 50 kilometers per liter in the previous generation. It will roughly give that. The fuel tank was 5.2 or 5.3 liters, still is exactly the same. I have no indications that this has changed in any way, but the scooter will just do any speed. And I'm telling you, I think in the entire list of Indian ICE scooters, all scooters betray some amount of strain at some point or the other. And they'll be usually be transient and it'll be so small that it can't be considered a deal breaker. The Activa is an exception. It's a very smooth engine, but the Activa barely makes any performance, relatively speaking. So it being unstrained is not a surprise.
I'll give you an example which you can relate to. Like, for instance, in a scooter, at some point when you're revving it out, at one point you'll get this resonance kind of vibration, but he's not mentioned it for any speed range right now.
No, it's not. It's not there. Like, I'll give you examples of scooters I've just finished testing. Destiny 125. Very good engine. But it's a sporty feeling engine because there is a little bit of vibration and a little bit of sound. Jupiter 110, excellent engine, very much like the Access when you ride calmly. But when you open the throttle, there's suddenly a lot more noise and a little bit of that resonance vibration, but it really goes and you really enjoy the experience for it. This Access seems to be able to do all of this without having any of these things. It's like, yeah, let's go fast, let's go slow. I loved it. Okay, so to me, the engine has been the heart of the Access from the beginning. It still is. This is such a massively good scooter to ride. That is 95% of the story. This is why you buy the Access.
To me, it's always, I always think of the Access as, Suzuki is almost apologetic. Yes, we can make a better scooter than everybody, but we don't want to tell anybody about it. It's okay. If you discover it and you enjoy it, please buy it.
So see, the Activa sells, what, 1.2 lakh units a month. The Jupiters sell about 90,000 units a month. This Access is doing, I think, 60 or 65,000 units a month without Suzuki telling anybody anything.
Exactly.
Suzuki maybe want to start telling people something.
Yeah, seriously. Hello. If you enjoyed this clip, which means you're into good conversations, and that's what we're all about. It's really hard packing in the essence of an idea into a 60-second clip. This 3-minute, 5-minute video would have given you a sense of that. And you can enjoy this entire conversation in its full glory on the MotorInc channel. So why don't you head out over there and subscribe to that? And you could subscribe to this channel as well if you enjoyed it.